What's good, my boy? Splashy here, and today's video will be the PG tier list, the most trash position in 2K this year. I know y'all especially been waiting for like my tier list because I keep it a stack. Most people gonna lie to you and like tell you, so and so is good, so and so is good, so and so is good, so and so is okay in the right hands. No. I'm gonna keep it a stack. You see, we only got 4. The tiers we gonna be going through today is top tier. That's obviously gonna be a Ben Simmons. We're gonna have an explanation for almost why every card is good and trash. Next, we got serviceable, which means you can throw him at the 1 and like you not really losing no sleep. After that, we got good because he's budget. That's more for like your Mike D'Antoni's. Like Mike D'Antoni isn't trash, but like he's definitely not good. Y'all just gonna gas him because he's a budget card. And then we got trash. Now listen. This because I know y'all don't be listening to the videos, right? Just because I label a point guard and trash does not mean that you cannot be good with the card. As I always say, disclaimer, this is 2K23. You can be good with any card on this game. 1, the game is on rookie. 2, the game is on rookie. 3, I can score with my eyes closed and have shown it time and time again. So let's get into the tier list. First, we got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is by far the best point guard on the game. Every single tournament and wager, he shows it. The main reason he is the best point guard on the game is because his 63 shoots like it's a 90 because the game is on rookie. No, it is not green or miss. Even if it was green or miss, it doesn't matter if it's green or miss. If my little cousin who's 6 years old who only has 1 thumb and missing the other 9 fingers allowed to green his first shot. Like, you feel me? It is what it is. But Ben Simmons is by far the best defensive PG on the game because of height purposes, badge purposes. He plays off the ball very well. He can out-rebound every single center. Sometimes I've seen him snag over Yao Ming. If you want to run the switch all defense, I think he's the most viable for that. Also, out of PGs that you want to use as your roller, as in like play your PG at center, basically, when you run 2-man, which is 2-man is where you set a screen with somebody who's not your center or power forward, and you put, the 2-man into the 2-man. I just think he's the best offensive option, especially with how good he is with Slasher Badge. Slasher Badge is almost unstoppable on this game as well. I just think like he is the best point guard on the game, and I don't think it's close. Next, we'll just get Magic out the way. Magic is also on top tier. I think those 2 are honestly supposed to be the only 2 cards that I'll be putting in top tier, but there are a few other PGs that might make the cut. But what do these 2 cards have in common? Honestly, when you look, what do these 2 cards have in common? The thing that these 2 cards have in common, let me try to zoom this just so y'all could be a little up. Nope, there you go. Try to zoom up. Nope, up, what? Okay, guess they want free service, pickup delivery, so we're gonna go back to that. What do these 2 PGs have in common though? They're above the height of 6'7". For a PG to be good on 2K23, you need to be at least 6'5" because you are allowed to standing dunk at that height. And standing dunks, I think we all know that this is NBA 2K standing dunk simulator. And as long as you know how to standing dunk, you can score. I know y'all running people in unlimited backdoor in every play. Can't backdoor if people is trash. But Magic got Steve Francis. His shot is pretty slow, but outside of Ben Simmons, he gives you every single thing you want at PG, which is for your point guard to not be a point guard. All the shooting guards are the best ball handlers on the game with your T-Max, your Kobe's, your Billy Knights, your Terrys, your Cassies, etc., your Ray Allens. So why would you even run a point guard that can dribble the ball? And that is why these 2 PGs run the game. Next, we got Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is trash. We're just going to get that out the way. 6 foot, too small. Doesn't really matter what badges he has. I don't care if he has half limitless, half clamps, 99 dunk, 99 3, 99 steal. You're just too small in this game. You can't just come out there with a 6-foot guard and just assert your dominance anymore. Just too small. You feel me? Like I said, it might be 1 or 2 PGs that are under the height of 6'5" that are allowed to assert their dominance, and Allen Iverson is not one of them. I don't know when Allen Iverson will get a good card. He was level 40 last year, and level 40 was trash. He's just too short. As long as they suck off player height on 2K, I don't think we'll ever have you feel me? I don't think we'll have small PGs be meta. Next, we got Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is also trash. I'm really gonna give y'all some sauce though, cause y'all, I'm telling you, y'all gonna think I'm just being mean, and don't hit me with the, well, I mean, if you were to do it every card and wouldn't just be following meta, then you would see that those cards are good. I just dropped 21 straight in triple threat with Damian Lillard. I dropped 21 straight with Gold Drew Holiday. Does that mean he's a good card? No, it means the player you're playing is trash. Damian Lillard, as long as his they did end up changing his dribble style. Maybe when he gets a dark matter, like he'll be a little bit better. His sigs just suck. So like the problem with running a 6-foot guard or even a 6'2" guard or even a 6'3" guard, unless it's maybe Steph because they let Steph shoot from the timeline every play. First off, their defense is never cracked. That's one. If you run a smaller guard, they need to be able to at least guard the best ball handler on the other team. Like, let's say my ball handler is T-Mac, and I'm running Ben Simmons. Obviously, you can't put Dame on Ben Simmons. Let's say a small forward, I got Giannis. Obviously, you can't put Dame on Giannis. You can't put Dame on my power forward or my center. That means Dame has to be able to at least spam Tracy McGrady or get a stop on Tracy McGrady. That's where, as like, you know, maybe Russell Westbrook would survive because he can actually play defense because of his stocky player build. But if Dame's not dropping 30, what is he on the court doing besides giving up 30? D'Angelo Russell is trash. His jump shot is slow. He's not better than Damian Lillard, so I shouldn't have to say much on D'Lo. Next, we got Dale Curry. Dale Curry is free. So because Dale Curry is free, I'll say he's good because he's free. Dale Curry isn't nothing to really write home about. Let me check his height just to make sure. I think he hits the cap of 6. He is 6'5", therefore he's 6'5", therefore he will be doing, you know, what he has to do on that court, which is stand and dunk. Even if his rating is 25, he can still stand and dunk. I don't think Dale Curry is really better than D'Lo, Damian Lillard, and Allen Iverson, but if you're 6'5" on this game, you are allowed to survive. It's just the way the game is. It's eat or be eaten. Next, we got Denny. Denny is inserviceable. I trash Denny a lot on stream just because it's funny. I do think y'all gas up Denny because, like, he's like, you know, he's a little bit on the cheaper side, but Denny is a 6'9" point guard. Why is he good though? Is he good because he can dribble? No, he dribbles like a center. Is he good because he has the best anties on the game? No, his shot is trash. He's good because he's 6'9". You feel me? Once again, all the PGs who will be ranked the highest will most likely be at the tallest heights. Denny is just, I just think Denny is just like a knockoff Magic Johnson. Like, that's all it is. Next, we got Darren Williams. Darren Williams is dog water. I was so happy when I saw that he had Kuzma. I thought he would be like the only PG who had Kuzma. I ended up getting him, putting up some hoffs on him. He is trash. He is trash. His shot is too slow. He can get open, but his shot is just so slow. It feels like he doesn't even have Kuzma, which shows how much uppers matter this year. And it's just, it is what it is. His card is just trash. Next, we got Don. I'm going to put Don in serviceable. And the reason I'm going to put Don in serviceable is, one, he comes with a lock badge. 2, Don ran an era by himself while only being 6'3". I know y'all remember the era before the Magic and the Ben Simmons came out. Don was RPG. Don was 6'3". Don was doing it. He was doing it. Like, every time he scored, it was, oh my God, he's doing it. You get him play badge, you get him sharp badge, you get him lock badge. Don has shown and this was pre-hot fix, he was getting stops. So now that you know people miss wide open layups because y'all think that's the way the game should be, he should be able to play better defense than he already was able to. He might be a little bit too small to get put on T-Mac, but if their shooting guard is like Kobe or Ray Allen, I think he can guard, and I still think he can score at a high level. He has shown at point guard, he is one of the only point guards. Also, he has glitched animations as well, so that might also be, you know, everybody from that flash forward set kind of asserts their dominance, but he was one of the only point guards that was allowed to run offense by himself. Speaking of point guards that can run offense by himself, I think James Harden is in top tier because I think he is the best point guard ball handler on the game. I think he is the only point guard ball handler that, as of right now, I would have run the offense over some of the shooting guards on the game. Maybe not T-Mac, maybe not Tim Thomas, maybe not, I don't know about Kobe. Kobe's kind of overrated to me, but we'll get to that at the shooting guard tier list. James Harden can score the ball at will. His jump shot is an off-ball killer. He gets it up quicker than the CPU can contest. His SIGs are very freaky, and freaky, I mean, they're different. Like, they're not the basic, you know, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So, I love the James Harden card, though. I think everybody loved the James Harden card when he ran, and I think people are waiting until he gets a new card. Next, we got Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is trash. Once again, too small, 6'1". It's just how it is. Like, I don't want y'all to shoot the messenger. I just play the game. I don't make the rules. If you are not at least 6'3", you honestly stand no chance. I don't care how good your defensive statistics are. 6'5" is the height you should be at. Other than that, though, it is what it is. Next, we got D-Wade. D-Wade goes into serviceable. The reason D-Wade will go into serviceable is because even though his jump shot is trash, he can guard the opposing best player. I showed it in the tourney when I put him in. D-Wade's, Gary Payton's, Lonzo Ball's, like, they'll always be serviceable because they can guard the opposing ball handler at the highest level. You could just spot him up all game. D-Wade was 6'5". He honestly would probably be up there with you know, the rest of the PGs on the game. But other than that, D-Wade is just serviceable. Like, he can play the 1. I don't think you should have him at the 1 over any of the top tier players. I don't even think you should have him on the court over Denny. I really think the only reason you should have him unlocked right now is if you are a Dwayne Wade fan or you want to lock in for that set of the signature series, but he's just serviceable. Next, we got Gary Payton. Gary Payton also goes into serviceable. They gave him Trey Fade. They gave him PG Size Up. They gave him Trey Escape. He has probably the best SIGs on the game from all the cards that have came out so far. Only problem he has is his jump shot. Other than that, it's Gary Payton. If you play with Gary Payton in the past, he always gets flukes just because he has a 99 steal. Like, so you can put Gary Payton on the T-Mac and he's going to assert his dominance. Once again, though, Gary Payton is a 3-and-D point guard. D-Wade is a 3-and-D point guard. Denny, 3-and-D point guard. Magic, 3-and-D point guard. Ben, 2-and-D point guard but can shoot like he's a 3-and-D point guard. 6 of the 7 people who are in top tier or the top 2 tiers, whatever you want to say, are all 3-and-D point guards. Besides Don and James Harden. Like, you feel me? And that's because they can run offense. And the reason 3-and-D point guards run the game so well, Drew Holiday's, Gary Payton's, Dwayne Wade's, Penny Hardaway's, Lonzo Ball's, like, is because your shooting guard is your best ball handler on this game, so you shouldn't overexert his energy. Jay Nivey is trash. Jamal Crawford is trash. Jamal Murray is trash. Ja is good. Ja's card always be good. It's been good all year. To talk on the other 3, Jay Nivey just sucks. I think he's like the only PG on the game who doesn't come with handles for days. Jamal Crawford, I mean, this ain't a game where you can do a tween and you just drop somebody on their face. So as long as he's not doing that, I don't think you're really worried about Jamal Crawford really putting on a masterclass. At the moment, Jamal Murray, he just sucks on this game. It just is how it is. All of them are around the same height. It's just how it is, bro. Point guard is not really a position you're supposed to play with on this game. They do point guard so bogus, and I think one of these days they gonna let point guard be good. But Ja, even when he didn't have a high Clemson, high anchor earlier this year, he was playing defense for some reason. I think it's just because of his player build, or maybe just because he's a hoodlum. Either way, he get it in on defense, and obviously he's one of the best slashers on the game, so he's just good. Not even just because he's budget, but like he's like underserviceable. I wouldn't really say you should play him, but I say he's good more because he's budget. Jason Kidd is a 3-and-D point guard. You're not expecting much from him. Same thing with like a Dennis Johnson, who I think Dex forgot to put on this list, but probably because nobody uses Dennis Johnson. Jason Kidd just can guard ball and shoot wide open. You're not expecting him to put the ball in the hoop, as in where you put Jamal Crawford, Jaden Ivey, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Darren Williams, Damian Lillard, Allen Iverson on the court. What are you expecting them to do? You're expecting them to score the ball at a high level. You're expecting Jason Kidd to play defense and score. I mean, wide open shots, which he can do at a high level. I think he plays defense like only probably smaller PG who's above him is probably like Gary Payton, a few more. I wouldn't play him, but I think he is decent, especially because he's free. Next we got John Wall. John Wall, it's like he not trash. I might have to change this to good because he's budget. I might change this to just decent. Yeah, I'm gonna change this to decent. Just because they're not really budget. Like, they are budget, but they're not really budget. Man, come on, what's up? You wasting time, baby. I didn't want to do that though. Okay, got that back. We'll just put mid, okay? We're gonna put mid. Boom. John Wall, like, I don't think you should be playing him. I think he is crazy outdated because he came out on Halloween. But like, if you had John Wall at the 1, I mean, you know, he like a D-Wade with a quicker shot. Honestly, whenever he get a new car, he gonna run stuff too. So that's how you know, like, he good. Next, we got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday also goes into serviceable. He's like a nerfed Gary Payton. He doesn't have the crazy 6. His shot is better than Gary Payton. He can always shoot. He can shoot from limitless as well, and he can guard ball. Once these two like get cars with higher drive and dunk, unless you put Jerry West on them and give him a +4 drive and dunk shoot. Yes, I just gave you the glitch. They'll just always just be what you need them to do, like shoot wide open and play defense. I know that's not what you're supposed to want from your PG, but 2K23 makes that what you need from your PG. Next, we got Kyrie Irving. Until they change his shot, he's trash. His shot is horrid. You're not and listen, triple threat bots. I don't care if you are in triple threat giving people 21. That does not make the car good. Maybe you're just good. You ever thought about it that way? But his shot is just cruise. They gave him quick drops and everything. Like, until they change his shot or give him his old shot. And I remember Kyrie old shot from like 2K17, 18, etc. Until they give him like that shot, this new shot just ain't it. I don't know what they doing with that. And like I said, Kyrie isn't a PG who you putting on the court to play D. You putting him on the court to do what? To do what? To score the ball. If he can't score the ball 30 points on Giannis' head, like it's real life, why would you have him at PG? Exactly, you wouldn't. Next we got LaMelo. LaMelo is probably the last PG who will touch top tier, and the reason LaMelo is top tier is why? He's 6'7". You feel me? All of the best cards on the game outside of the 3 and D ones have something in common. It's they're tall. LaMelo got decent sigs. I do think he dribbles like a big man though, because he dribbles dumb slow. But he has one of everybody's favorite shots that you guys have gotten accustomed to this year in the LaMelo shot. You can't off-ball him because he can shoot over the top. He also can slam that thing with some easy dunk animations. He can also guard ball as well because he's 6'7" with a 99 steal, and he got tendencies, which is I know y'all care about stuff like that. So that he's probably the last card that will be in top tier, and you still wouldn't even run the offense with LaMelo. You would spot him up for Tim Thomas or T-Mac or Kobe, etc. You feel me? So 3 out of the 4 top tier PGs wouldn't even run PG. They would basically be playing shooting guard for your shooting guard. How does that sound? Exactly. Next we got Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball goes into serviceable. I wouldn't say you should still run Lonzo Ball to this day, but he puts in the same pain as Gary Payton and Drew Holiday and D-Wade would on the defensive end. So Lonzo Ball will always be good on this game just because of that reason. Next we got Luka. Luka is trash this year. If once they change his shot, he will probably be the best point guard on the game. His dribble animations are trash. His jump shot this year is trash. It's just how it is. Like, this ain't last year. You're not walking up court, skipping and shooting over the double team and it say 2%. You can't even shoot wide open because it's gonna say 100% smothered by the time you get it off. His card just sucks this year. Like, go back to the beginning of the video if you want the disclaimer of just because I put a card in trash does not mean you can't still use him because it's your favorite player. Maybe you're good with him. Next we got Mike D'Antoni. I think Mike D'Antoni is mid. I think he like the fake Steph Curry. That's all I think it is. I really just think he like the fake Steph Curry. I think he was like 5K. A lot of y'all ain't got the 300 all year. I think y'all put in Mike D'Antoni, got disrespected because it was Mike D'Antoni. He was putting that thing up from half court. That's cool. I more think he's a triple threat card though. I don't think you can put him on the court and like unlimited and he's gonna survive. I think he'll die quickly by the Giants. So that's that. Monte Ellis is also trash. I don't even know why they do ascension cards who aren't like, you know, top 10 at their position by now. He's horrible. It is what it is. Next we got Oscar. Oscar is serviceable because of how tall he is. Oscar also can out rebound some of the best big men on the game. His shot isn't that good, but his upper is good. I know that's gonna be hard for a lot of y'all who aren't geeks to understand, but like his base and his upper aren't good together, but his upper is what makes shots good. So like T-Mac has Oscar's upper, which is why his shot is so good. what's his name? Is it Wesley Person? Wesley Person has Oscar's upper. That's what makes his shot so good. Ricky Davis had Oscar's upper. That's what made his shot so good. But Oscar's upper with Oscar's base doesn't make his shot good. But he can guard ball. He's 6'5". Is he 6'5"? Make sure he's 6'5" before I send y'all astray. He's 6'5", and like I said, he just, you know, you can put him there. I wouldn't put him there, though. Next, we got Penny. Penny also goes into serviceable because he's 6'7". And Penny gets another card. He's probably going to be the best PG on the game. Penny can still play PG to this day. Shoot wide open. Play defense because he's tall. It's stand and dunk every play. It's the meta of 2K23. Hopefully 2K24 isn't like this. Next we got Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook also goes into service, but just because of how much he blows by the defender and how good he is slashing wise. Now for these PGs I have in serviceable, I wouldn't recommend you to use them over the top tier guys, but like you can run one of these PGs and still be good. Now all these PGs that will be under serviceable, I wouldn't, you know, recommend you doing it, but if you do it, that's you. But Russell Westbrook played D because of how stocky his player build is. He has the best dunk animations on the game. He has the best blow-bys on the game. He has the best burst on the game. Russell Westbrook card will always be good, as it was when he ran the game for the first 2.5 months of the game coming out. So that's good. Next we got SGA. SGA is serviceable. I like SGA's card. I just think they should give him a different fade because pro fade is trash. I think his shot is dumb ugly because he looks like he shoots with two hands like he's trying to spike a volleyball. But SGA's card is what height, fellas? 6'6". Most of the cards are, if they're not complete 3 and D, the ones who can score have to be 6'5". Next, we got Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie is trash. Tyrese Halliburton is trash. Trae Young needs his own row of just dog water. Next, we got Steph Curry. Steph Curry also goes in the mid. He's better than Mike D'Antoni, but I wouldn't really put him on the court to score at as high of a level in this game because for some reason his shot changes the most on the game. And outside of him being able to shoot from half court, I think he's the most dangerous on the game when he does get sharp badge. But other than that, the reason you hear my dogs barking is because they need to be walked. But other than that, though, I think like Steph Curry is just decent on this game. I don't know when we'll have a game since 21 when Steph Curry will be the best PG on the game, but it is what it is. Next we got Tyler Hero. I also think Tyler Hero is mid. He might be the only 6'5" that gets put in mid besides maybe Dale Curry. Like Tyler Hero is just decent. Like it ain't much to really expect from him. Other than that, I heard a lot of people who got Tyler Hero say they like Tyler Hero. So those, I power be to the people with those people. But other than that, I didn't see it when I used them. Lastly, we got Tyreek Evans, who also goes in the mid. Because of the free card, I'll put him in mid just to be nice. But his jump shot is piss poor, and that's that. I basically explained everybody out. Everybody who's good, everybody who's decent, everybody who's trash. Just because I have a card in trash does not mean you cannot use the card. But these are basically the top PGs on the game and who you should be running in place if you do not have the top PGs on the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stop by the Twitch, Splashy. Let me know what it is. You can ask a question, especially if you got any questions you want me to compare anybody on the list, so you can, make sure you make your decision and don't waste your MT. Make sure you stop by the Twitter, Splash Edition. DM me with any questions. Comment on any of my posts and any questions. Turn on them noties. I just hit 27K followers. I love every single one of y'all. Make sure you have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.